Welcome back to the PRI show. We are officially in high gear. We've actually been in high gear. And Jason Coan, Coan Transmissions, Converters, how are you today?
I'm really good. Appreciate you having me up, Tony.
Well, this has to be, this has always been an important show for you guys. Of course, SEMA wasn't that long ago, but, this is strictly racing, and this has to specifically, be the target audience for transmissions, performance converters. I mean, this has to be just as good, if not better, than a SEMA show for your customers.
Yeah, this is a really great show for us. Plus, since we're based in Kokomo, Indiana, this show's in our backyard. So PRI always gives us a great opportunity to not only meet existing customers and kind of instill those relationships, but make some new customers as well.
So Jason, I've had very little time to walk around the show, but I spent a little time walking around SEMA, and it just, the business of racing just never seems to sleep. And with all the restrictions, all the limitations that the sanctioning body, NHRA, has to put to contain the cost, to continue to make cars safe, it just seems like everything in terms of cylinder heads, pistons, sleeves, the electronics, everything just seems to continually evolve. Do we see that same pattern with transmissions and converters?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the motorsports industry is almost like a live thing, the way that it changes so dynamically. And with my background in engineering, that's what, I love my job, because every day is a new challenge, and it's what's very special about the motorsports industry.
So Jason, I mean, there's a wide range of products. Give us an idea of some of the best sellers, or who are your best customers? What do we see mostly on the racetrack that your company produces?
Well, pertaining particularly with NHRA, we've had a long-standing relationship with a lot of the class racers, if you will, your stock, super stock, competition eliminator racers, and we're continually in development for products for those categories. But we also have a good following in the super categories, the super street, super gas, super comp, always looking for ways to make those products more durable, more consistent. And then a lot of our components even find their way into some of the pro mod cars that are using the 3-speed automatics. So in terms of transmissions right now, I would say the Turbo 400 is probably the most popular.
Still is.
Most popular transmission platform. Just amazing, the evolution of that platform over the last several years. And then, converters of all different shapes and sizes, depending upon the category that they're aimed to.
So one of my favorite things with speaking with someone like yourself, you're a racer. So I got to ask you, you made me think of something. Do you race, I had the Schomburgers up here earlier, are you racing because it's a good test bed, or are you by nature just a racer? You still enjoy the fact that you get in a fast car that goes down the racetrack? Which is it?
Well, I grew up at the racetrack, right? So
yeah.
I don't know anything else to do. But certainly having the race car is a great test bed for us. We race in the competition eliminator category, so our car is a little unique in that we can't test our entire product lineup in our G Econo Altered, but it certainly gives us a great place to test some of the specific comp parts that we work on. But I enjoy the mechanical challenge of racing, probably just equally as much as getting strapping in the car and turning on wind lights. I like the opportunity to design, manufacture components for our engine, as well as for the transmission and converters that we do. So it's just the whole package is really thrilling to me.
So Jason, in a car like a competition eliminator, and this is one thing that I've always been interested in and curious in, of course I mentioned I have a son, he's 16, he's interested in racing, right now he's karting, and one of these days I'd like to get him to the drag strip, and I always think of the cost of the engine, the car, and the maintenance of it. It's so much easier to compete. You can get a small trailer, you can literally have an open trailer and haul your race car to the racetrack. What's the lifespan of a converter and a transmission combination in a 8 to 9 second car? Do you guys have a pretty good feel of how long your product will last?
Yeah, I would tell you that in an 8 to 9 second car, that's right in our wheelhouse of our normal and very economically priced product line. Yep. I would say that some racers race a lot and can put hundreds of runs on in a season. I couldn't make hundreds of runs in a decade.
Yeah.
I feel like. But no, I would say that a properly spec'd and built transmission and converter can go upwards of 500 passes sometimes.
Wow, that's really good news. Of course, they have they call it the junior street program.
Yeah.
And he's 16 now. A little over a year ago, we went to the racetrack. We hopped in in fact, I got a rental car. I picked up a BMW from National, and we took it right to the racetrack. And of course, it's everyone's nature. When they go down the racetrack in any type of car, you just continually want to go a little bit quicker and faster. Is there, and one of the most commonly questions that I'm asked is, I've got a street car, how do I make it a little quicker, faster? Of course, I go to the exhaust and fresh air. You want to allow the car to breathe better, but what would your answer be to a production car, somebody that has, let's say, a Dodge Challenger, they want to make it a little quicker and faster in 1,000 feet or quarter mile? What would your recommendation be?
Well, a lot of times, even if you have all stock vehicle, a subtle change to the stall speed of the torque converter can make a huge improvement on the performance, because it'll increase the engine's ability to accelerate at a faster rate.
Any new products, anything new on the horizon for 2023 that you guys are working on, innovating?
Yeah, well, we're always working on new stuff, and we're showcasing a few of those products here at the show this year. We've got a brand new billet aluminum valve body for the 2-speed Power Glide transmission that has converter charge manipulation built into it. We're continually working on new stators for our torque converters. The stator is kind of the key ingredient, or the main tuning component we use to make sure that a converter is matched perfectly to the application. We do all of our own in-house design and manufacturing. I see a couple of my guys standing out here in the audience that run some of the machines back at the shop. But we really pride ourselves in being able to do that, kind of design to, cradle to grave approach on our products right in-house. And so a lot of billet technology in the converters now, unique stator designs to try to really tune the performance of the vehicle.
And billet, of course, just for longevity and strength?
Longevity, strength, and complexity of design. That
yes.
Today's manufacturing techniques, 5-axis machining centers and such, allow us to do things that a few years ago we couldn't have. So.
Well, Jason, appreciate you dropping in. You guys have a booth here. What's the best way for any of our viewers to find information about Coan products?
So if you're going to be at the show yet, come see us in booth 247. We'd love to show off our products. We brought a lot of them with us here. Obviously, check out our website. That's www.coanracing.com.
Very nice.
Give us a call, and we'll try to help you out.
All right. Well, Jason, appreciate you dropping in, spending a little time with us. And I, for one, will be going to the booth. I'm working on a 68 Camaro. I have the engine on a stand. I'm going to be assembling the car over the next month and a half while we're not racing. So I'll be one of the first in line to see you. But thank you again. Best of luck in 2023, not just in business, but on the racetrack.
All right. Thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jason.
Bye.